And the watchers shall quake, and great fear and trembling shall seize them unto the ends of the earth. Have you ever wondered about the origins of evil in the world? Or what happens after we die? These are questions that have puzzled humanity for centuries, and the Book of Watchers offers a unique and fascinating perspective on these enduring mysteries. This ancient text, attributed to the prophet Enoch, tells the story of fallen angels who defied God and corrupted the earth, and of a righteous man who was granted visions of the heavens and the end of the world. Its themes of rebellion, redemption, and apocalyptic judgment have captured the imagination of readers for millennia. In our last video, we focused on all the themes that make up the Book of Enoch. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Now, let's discover the secrets of the Book of Watchers. According to the Book of Watchers, the Watchers were a group of 200 angels who were sent by God to watch over the earth and protect humanity. The original mission of the Watchers, according to the Book of Enoch, was to serve as heavenly guardians and to observe and report on human behavior to God. The Watchers were a group of angels who were tasked with overseeing humanity and making sure that humans remained faithful to God's laws. However, they soon became enamored with the beauty of the human women they were meant to protect, and they began to lust after them. Their leader, Samyaza, is a significant figure in the Book of Watchers. Samyaza was an angel who held a high position in heaven before his fall. All of the angels had wanted to descend to earth and take human wives. Samyaza warned them that this may be a bad idea and that he alone would be punished for their actions. However, they convinced him that they will all be bound together and take responsibility as a group. And so they descended to earth and took human wives, each choosing one wife for himself. They were driven by a desire to experience the pleasures of the physical world, which they could not do in their spiritual form. Once on earth, the Watchers began to teach humans various forms of knowledge. Enoch describes how the Watchers revealed to them the secrets of the heavens and of the earth, and they taught them how to observe the cycles of the sun and the moon. This knowledge was valuable and helped humans to advance in various fields. However, the Watchers also taught humans how to make weapons and jewelry, which led to increased violence and materialism. It was also said they revealed to humans the secrets of herbs and roots, which they used to create medicine. But they also taught humans the use of poisonous plants, which could be used for evil purposes. Now that we know the original mission of the Watchers and how they failed to maintain their distance, we must look at the results of their union with human women. The Book of Enoch describes how the Watchers fell in love with human women and took them as wives. This was a forbidden act, as the Watchers were supposed to remain pure and not engage in sexual relations with humans. Their entanglements resulted in the women becoming pregnant and giving birth to a new race of beings. And they have gone to the daughters of men upon the earth and have slept with the women and have defiled themselves and revealed to them all kinds of sins. And the women have borne giants, and the whole earth has thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. The resulting offspring were the Nephilim, who were described as giants and were said to have caused great destruction on the earth. They had superhuman strength and abilities, standing as tall as 3,000 ells or roughly 450 feet. They were also known for their violent tendencies, consuming all the acquisitions of men. When humanity could no longer sustain them, the Nephilim turned against them and devoured mankind. At this point, the Watcher named Azazel taught humans to make weapons, and great bloodshed followed. What followed next was the destruction of the fallen angels and the coming of Judgment Day. The actions of the Watchers were a direct violation of God's commandments, and they brought great harm to humanity. The Book of Watchers also describes how the Nephilim caused great chaos and destruction on the earth, leading God to decide to bring about a great flood to cleanse the world. He first instructed one of his angels to go to Noah and reveal to him that the end is coming. There will be a great deluge and all will be destroyed. He instructed Noah to hide himself. In addition to the great flood, The Book of Enoch describes another method of judgment that God used to punish the watchers for their transgression. According to Enoch 10, God ordered his archangels to bind the watchers and cast them into pits of darkness and torment. Verse 4 states, "And again the Lord said to Raphael, Bind Azazel hand and foot, and cast him into the darkness, and make an opening in the desert, which is in Dudael, and cast him therein." Michael and his fellow archangels carried out God's orders, binding the watchers and casting them into the valleys of the earth. The watchers were left to suffer in darkness and torment for 70 generations, until the day of their judgment and ultimate consummation. Stories of struggle between good and evil have persisted since early writings, and we see it even today in books and movies. But what about the role of Enoch himself in all of this? Enoch is presented as a righteous figure who is taken up to heaven and given knowledge about the workings of the world. He is seen as a prophet and a guide who provides wisdom to those who follow him. "And I looked and saw a lofty throne. Its appearance was as crystal, and the wheels thereof as the shining sun. And there was the vision of cherubim. And from underneath the throne came streams of flaming fire, so that I could not look thereon. And the great glory sat thereon, and his raiment shone more brightly than the sun, and was whiter than any snow." This passage paints a vivid picture of the glory of God and the splendor of heaven. Enoch is privileged to witness this vision, and it sets him apart as a figure of great spiritual insight and authority. After receiving a series of visions and revelations from God, Enoch is tasked with delivering a message to the watchers regarding their actions and their fate. Enoch's role as a messenger is emphasized throughout the text, as he is depicted as speaking directly to God and receiving guidance and instructions from him. Enoch is said to have helped write a petition on the watchers' behalf so they could have forgiveness. But alas, that did not work. The Book of Watchers provides a fascinating glimpse into the ancient world of biblical mythology and explores the themes of sin, corruption, and redemption. Does this story explain the root of all evil? Are there lessons to be learned from this? What about the other books contained in the Book of Enoch? What secrets and revelations do they hold? Stay with us as we explore these books and other mysteries of our world.